Bradley, go. Recap.
Oh boy. Well, we got called in for a case. We met with the kid. We learned something about this kid killed, or he was robbing stores for medicine and then killed somebody, and then that's when we found out. Questioned him, went to his hometown, found out that he killed his father, went to his hometown, met the sheriff. Two of us went off to check the morgue after getting information from the sheriff, the deputy, and then the other two went to check with a friend of the family or a relative or somebody, and that's where we left off.
Perfect. That was everything I thought it would be.
That's all I can fucking remember.
That's fine. Yeah. All right. So Dr. Colmer and Isaac Thomas are at the local funeral home owned by Dr. Peterson. And Special Agent Sherbert and Dr. Simon Zwicky had left the house of Nancy Allen, the mother of the girlfriend of Billy Spivey, the perpetrator of the murders. And we're headed over. I'm assuming you guys were headed to the funeral home, but I actually don't know. Was that where you guys were going? It's about 7:30 at night, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, we were going to go pick them up, link back up with them, because that's probably enough time that they would have gotten done with their, not autopsy, but investigation of the body.
Okay. Bradley and Isaac, if you guys had finished up, would you guys be waiting inside or waiting outside?
I'd be having a conversation with the owner of the morgue. Just talking and trying to get any more information that I can.
Okay. Isaac?
Well, I would think I'd be waiting outside because I don't want to be stuck in this place with this dead body and these two clowns.
Oh, we know it'll appear eventually, man. Matter of process.
I'm going to get some fresh air.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna wait outside.
Yes, I'm going to think about what the headline is going to be in the magazine that goes along with the show, or how to lead this show in order to throw off the scent of what's really happening.
So Bradley, you're still in the coroner's office with, Dr. Spencer had left to go get his medicine for his diabetes, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
So he comes back around. He's like, so you all finished then?
Yeah, I found all I could, which is very little with what I have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just a big hole was punched through his chest by something. I mean, I don't know what it was.
Well, it wasn't a gun, I can tell you that. It had to have been something that could leave the damage it did. And I don't know what could do that.
Yeah, me either.
So how long you've owned this place?
Oh, this has been in my family for, my dad owned this place. And before that, his dad was just the local mortician before that. So it's kind of a family-run business at this point.
Is it just you that runs this place, or no other family?
Nope, just me.
Well, I'm gonna go.
I get lonely sometimes.
Oh boy.
We got outside to Isaac. Isaac's what you tell me what you're doing outside.
I'm just sitting there, like kind of looking up at the, I'm assuming, blue sky.
Well, I mean, we're getting close to the sun going down at this point. I mean, it's not down yet because it's only 7:30 and it's like, yeah, but it's getting close.
Okay. Looking up at the sky and thinking of how to turn this situation to my advantage with the show and said magazine to get more listeners/readers, and do so in a way that, in a ridiculous way that throws off the actual goings on with this situation and in this town.
Mm-hmm.
Because as we said, I hadn't been there before. I'm wondering if maybe some of the investigators I work with had with the previous stuff. And
yeah, probably. Yeah.
Right. And there was, like we talked about earlier, these completely farcical explanations as to describing what had happened with the previous encounters. So I'm trying to come up with the best one that'll like grab headlines.
Yep. Chris, roll me a luck roll, will you?
Okay. 63.
Okay. Cut over to the car driving this way. That Special Agent Sherbert and Dr. Zawicki are in. What are you guys talking about?
This shirt keeps sticking to me because it's still wet.
Well, you give it some time. It'll dry, Dr. Zwicky. Why don't you just lean up real close to that air vent, and I'll turn the heat on.
I'll try, but I mean it's awful wet. It keeps clinging to my skin. It's irritating the crap out of me.
I understand that. Here, I'll turn the fan on high.
Much obliged. I didn't think about it till now while we're driving along, but really, when she left the room, we could have gone through like that whole freaking kitchen.
I mean, yeah, we probably could have gone through the whole kitchen, but I don't think that's gonna give us too much. I mean,
I don't know. That was probably the longest goodbye I've ever witnessed in my life.
Oh no, I got some relatives that'll stand there and wait till you about 30 miles away and stand there in the driveway.
I don't know. I think there may have been something there. This is just bothering the crap out of me.
Well, I don't imagine they're gonna have a lab table right there in the kitchen. I
don't know. Where are you gonna cook meth at?
They weren't cooking meth. Now, Dr. Zwicky, meth don't turn people into aliens and, crossbreed, hybrid, whatever the hell this kid is.
All right, so we cut back over to Isaac. Isaac, you're sitting there on the steps outside, kind of staring off at the sky, like you said. All of a sudden, you notice something across the street that for some reason you didn't notice was there before. But you look over and you see this kid. He's maybe 10, just standing there with an ice cream cone. Not eating it, just holding it. And looking right at you. Like the other side of the street.
Isaac waves to the kid and says, "Hey there, young man."
He doesn't flinch. He doesn't even move. Doesn't even really acknowledge that, you spoke to him. He's just blankly staring at you. And the ice cream cone seems like it's, melting, mostly melted. He hasn't actually eaten it in a bit. His hand's completely covered with ice cream.
Fucking kids, that's why we can't have nice things. Isaac will cross the street and just slowly walk over to the kid.
All right, so you get up and start walking that way. All of a sudden, down the street, you just, out of the corner of your eye, you catch headlights coming your way. And you recognize the sedan, the Impala, that Agent Sherbert had requisitioned.
Okay, I'll dart across the street to the kid.
As soon as you look back across, kid's gone.
Huh. Well, that is quite surprising. And creepy.
Roll sanity.
Damn. Success, 13 under 54.
Kid probably walked off. Nothing weird about that.
Good thing it's character rolling sanity, not player.
So then the car comes pulling up with Special Agent Sherbert and Dr. Zawicki in it.
Hey there, Mr. Isaac. How you been?
Well, the nerd doc is in there with the coroner. We didn't really get anything useful here. But I have been sitting here thinking of good ideas for the radio show, maybe on the magazine. What do you guys think of these ideas? Now, I know, you're not exactly the target audience, and you aren't really up on this kind of thing. What do you think about these two ideas? So
That we cut inside to the doctor. Bradley.
Yeah. So I've just been talking to him about like how long he's been working here, how long his family's been in town, and how long, if he's noticed anything other strangeness in this town other than what happened.
No, nothing weird. I mean, things are pretty normal, I mean, people live, people die, people born, people die. That's pretty much
That's the way
it.
life goes. Did I see the car pull up at all or no?
Yeah, you can see it. You saw it pull up.
It was nice meeting you, Doctor.
Well, nice meeting you too.
And I started to walk out towards the street.
All right, so you walk back out of the coroner's office. Walk outside, and you see the three of them. I'm assuming Isaac's still outside the car, and the other two are in the car. Is that what's going on? That's what I'm picturing in my head, at least.
sure.
And probably finishing up his story about his ideas for the stories.
Yes. Maybe I'll have to go back to the drawing board. I don't know. Like I said, you guys probably aren't cultured enough anyways to get what I'm going to put out there.
Yeah, that's typically not my expertise. That's not really my realm. So I believe you. You got your thumb on the pulse, and I don't follow none of that. So
Well, it's a fine line that I have to come up with, right? Because it's got to be ridiculous, right? But also somewhat plausible at the same time, and cover up what's actually going on. It takes a very refined mind.
I believe you. I mean, I couldn't come up with none of that stuff. What about you, Dr. Zwicky?
I couldn't either. I could never get my back to flex that way to get my head up my own ass.
Well,
Oh, Dr. Zawicki, relax.
well, that's why I get paid the big bucks.
Well, let's not push that.
All right, so what's your guys' plan? What are you
Now-
guys doing now?
If y'all want to jump in, we were gonna take a quick trip up to the reservoir.
It's at the reservoir.
Yeah, apparently that's where all the kids have been hanging out, and I'm trying to track down this Jane Allen, and her mama said she'd be up there somewhere. That's where all the other kids hang out, and maybe we can get a line on her, or maybe something's happened at the reservoir. I don't know, but it's definitely something worth looking into.
Yeah, there was a bust here. Just didn't really find much.
What did the child's mother tell you?
Oh, just that she comes and goes, and the mother didn't seem too distressed about her, absences. And I mean, she's a relatively young girl. I mean, she's a teenager, and her mama's like, oh, she comes and goes for days. She's missing for days, and that don't sit right. That don't make any sense. I mean, my mama knew where I was damn near every day, every hour. So I think we ought to run up there and take a look around.
Drive on, chauffeur.
All right.
All right, so you guys are gonna drive up to the reservoir.
Seems like
What
it.
time is it?
by this point, it was like 7:30 when you left the other house. So I'm gonna say 7:45. It's heading towards 8.
Yep, I'm good. Yep.
Okay.
Can we discuss a little bit about what they learned on the drive up?
Yeah. Whatever. Go ahead.
We really didn't learn too much. Miss Nancy didn't have too much to offer. Just that, Jane and her husband, the alderman, they'll disappear for days and won't come home, I guess, and she won't have any idea where they're at. So that, I don't know. None of that seems to track.
Well, you did say that the kids, that's where the children hang out a lot, is at this reservoir?
Yeah, apparently it goes way back, because Miss Nancy said that, that's where she met her husband up there. And I guess that's where all the kids go and hang out and party on Friday night, or apparently fucking Wednesday night, because that don't matter. So
I believe it's fornication that goes on up there at the reservoir.
I think it's a little more than just that. There might be some illegal substances.
I mean, I don't know if it's illegal substances, but
Let's be honest. I'm pretty sure we all did that as a kid, right?
Oh, speak for yourself.
Ah, don't lie to me now, Isaac.
if that's what we're going to spin it and that's what we're going to go with, that's fine. But whether it is or isn't, it's definitely worth checking out.
Yeah. It was just a suggestion. I mean, that could be what they're doing. I don't know.
Because the likelihood that Jane has been exposed to the same things as Billy Ray, we at least got to check that out.
It's highly likely.
Did she mention anything unusual happening at the reservoir?
No, Miss Nancy's pretty sweet, but she seems about, as harmless as a kitten.
She also makes some pretty dang good biscuits.
She does make some good biscuits.
Oh, did you bring any?
If I had brought some biscuits, I'd have ate them all.
Oh.
But no, she actually brings them down to the motel. You can have some in the morning for breakfast.
Love me a good biscuit.
Watch out for the strawberry jelly. It gets a little messy.
I noticed. Did you wet yourself?
No, but it's bothering me something awful. It keeps sticking to my skin. Hopefully it'll dry out before we get to the reservoir.
Well, I need to get a drink in me so that my liver doesn't dry out.
And I didn't learn much at the morgue. Pretty much what the coroner there found.
So it's just the one body.
Just the one body. I mean, I looked in the other drawers, just seeing if there were any more like this or any other abnormalities. No, they were empty. So it's just...
And there didn't seem to be anything else wrong with the body whatsoever. Just the
fact that big old wound, big old hole right through his chest.
Big fucking hole in his chest?
Big old hole in his chest. It's not clean. Like you would see from like a bullet wound or anything like that. But it was the force of like a 50 cal. Or something along that nature. I've seen some bullet wounds in my time. That's around the same thing, but it was more... wasn't as clean, it was more jagged. But yeah, it's just a big old hole. Size of a cannonball. It's weird.
It kind of increases the difficulty of us spinning the drug story when everyone in town is like, nope, just got a big damn hole in his chest.
I mean, it could be a drug falling out. I mean, I don't know.
They all seem like they're pretty oblivious to drugs. We could probably tell them it's some drug from the quote-unquote big city, and that these teenagers just got a hold of it, and it came from somewhere out of town and came into their peaceful little village,
Well, for my radio show, it's going to be from way out of town.
Oh, that's fine. You mean like Vermont?
Or do you mean like Afghani boom boom?
Thinking a little further away, Missy. We're going to go with light years, not miles.
Oh, Well, that's pretty far.
All right, so about now you guys come pulling up to the reservoir. Pull up. It's pretty, common looking reservoir. You know what I mean? Like there's fucking water. There's a beach. Like it just looks like a reservoir. You guys find like what looks like the area where people park. I mean, it's not like a parking lot so much as it's like a dirt area where you can tell people had parked. You know what I mean? That's about it. What do you guys want to
Are
do?
there cars there now?
Nope. No cars.
Okay.
But you look around, the sun's been going down, so it's starting to get dark now. You guys want to get out and look around, or do you want to just sit there in the car and...
Is the clock here on the car? Is that accurate?
Seems like it. Seems like it might be, maybe.
Well, then if I had to guess, we're probably a little early.
Yeah.
Please don't tell me you're allergic to watches.
No, Special Agent Schubert's wearing a watch. She checks her watch. No, it's off by about a minute. And she leans over and fixes it.
So what do you guys want to do?
She's gonna get out and take a look around. Are there any campfires anywhere, or flashlights, or lanterns, or music playing? Or
yeah, you don't
anything?
actually see anything like that, like anything that's like a current. You know what I mean? Like, oh, there is a campfire over here. But as you look around, you see like remnants of what would have been campfires.
Okay.
If I may, I'm not really interested in what's going on the ground. Could I take a look at what's going on in the sky as far as like astrological, where we're at as far as what constellations are in the sky? What can I see? Is it cloudy?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, it's a pretty clear night. I mean, it's like partly cloudy. That's the only thing that the sun's still hitting right now, are the few cotton candy clouds that are up there. That's a scientific name for those kind of clouds. Cotton candy clouds. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty clear sky for the most part, other than that. Like a few clouds here and there. What's anybody else doing? So, Jeremy, you're looking around for signs of camping. Bradley, what are you doing? Chris, what are you doing?
I'm Dr. Colmer's looking to see if there were any, like if anybody was here recently, like tracks or anything, like the ground was disturbed or anything, like leaning further in or going away or anything like that.
And then Isaac, what are you doing?
Isaac's gonna actually sidle up to Dr. Zwicky. He's gonna pick his brain a little bit.
Jeremy, so you're looking around Special Agent Sherbert's looking around for camp stuff, right?
And checking fires to see if there's still one.
Yeah, no, I mean, you see like the remnants of like fire pits and stuff like that. You'll see like empty beer cans, potato chip bags, but for the most part, the most nefarious substance you see is cans of Miller Lite. You know what I mean? That's about it. There's not much else that jumps out. It just seems like, and like you'll go around, you see a bunch of different areas where there were fire pits. You know what I mean? Like there's fire pit here, there's a little area over here, there's a little area over here. And it just, nothing particularly jumps out.
There doesn't seem to be anything like weird disturbances along with the campsites, like no scorch marks anywhere or broken branches all over the place. Shit
No,
like that.
just like places where people were litter bugs and left their beer cans, and tire tracks coming in, going back out. You know what I mean? Like it didn't even look like people came here and just disappeared. There's not like random cars sitting around. It's just they came here, they hung out, they went home.
Gotcha.
Bradley, you're kind of getting the same, as you're looking around at tracks and shit and whatnot like that. Same general vibe. It's like, yeah, it looks like kids came here, drank beer, ate potato chips, built campfires, left. You know what I mean? Hung out, did their shit, and left.
Right.
So it's pretty much the same thing you're getting.
Is there any tracks that lead into, I assume there's a forest or something near the reservoir, or like trees?
Yeah, I mean, there's trees around the reservoir, but it's not like you don't see like a path. I mean, there are paths that go into the forest. Do you want to go walking into the forest, or?
I mean, I'd try to, yeah, just to go a little further, like just go a little in and just see if there's anything that's disturbed anywhere further in or anything, or if there's anything that we can't see here that's just further in or something.
Sure, roll me a survival roll.
Yeah, I failed. 56 over 10.
Okay. Roll me navigate.
37 over 10. Failure.
Okay. All right, we're gonna cut away from you. So we're over with Simon Zawicki and Isaac Thomas. Before we do anything else, Simon, roll me a luck roll.
That's a 69.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
Of course it was. All right. Yeah, so you're looking at the stars. Isaac, what are you guys talking about? Well, all this going on.
Dr. Zwicky, I actually realize how much of a brilliant man that you are. And I like to mess with you a little bit. Sometimes, I stay in character and persona a little too much and can be a haughty asshole. But I think you would be such a good fount of information. You might even make a great guest on my show, because you could give bona fide expertise to where aliens could come from, come up with good cover stories, and the audience would be very interested in what you have to say.
Mr. Isaac, are my eyes turning gray?
No?
All right, well, then quit blowing smoke up my ass. Look, I'm here to help. I don't need your tabloid peddling stuff, okay? I've already seen what's beyond the veil, and I'm more interested in what the truth is than peddling lies to the sheep of America.
Well, you do understand, good doctor, that my job is to put out fantastical stories that lead the people astray a little bit so that they're not on to what we're actually investigating and what's actually happening.
Oh no, I get it. Like I said, I'm just not here to help you lead the sheep astray. Like I said, I'm kind of focused on the sky here, trying to see if there's any kind of anomalies happening in this area.
Ooh. Like what sort of anomaly are you looking for?
Constellations out of place, weird vapor phenomenon, aurora borealis happening this far south, things like that.
Good. What else?
Really just waiting for the sun to go down so I can kind of get my bearings as far as constellational navigation to see exactly how the planets are lining up and whether or not Saturn is in the third phase. Well, as far as the sky is concerned and the stars, it looks like everything is in order here.
Well, if things were out of order, give me examples. More examples.
Well, I mean, there could be... stars are light years away, and sometimes if there's atmospheric anomalies, it will make constellations appear to be in different locations, or stars from those constellations to not appear at all. And these are things that the lay person would not notice when staring into the night sky.
Well, you are definitely an expert in this. I'm glad that you're here. I'm going to use you to educate myself a little bit. Maybe I'll have a better understanding. You're doing great.
I know, you ain't gotta tell me.
All right, so we cut back over to the Agent Sherbert and Dr. Colmer. Actually, Dr. Colmer's walking through the woods. So we'll get over to Dr. Colmer. You're walking around, and what exactly were you looking for? Exactly.
I was looking to see if there was any tracks that were leading further in, or if there's anything strange further in the woods, or anything like that.
So you start walking around in there. You're looking around for something strange. All of a sudden you hear a noise.
Is that a bird? I try to see where that sound's coming from.
Okay. You want to follow the sound?
I'm trying to see where the sound's originating from first.
Deeper, further into the woods.
If I can try to sneakily do so.
Sure. We cut back out to Sherbert.
She's got her flashlight out and she's kind of looking around, and she's kind of preoccupied with what she's doing, going over tracks and trying to find anything. So that whole time she's been looking, she kind of gives up at this point, and she goes back and talks to Dr. Zwicky and Isaac. Hey, y'all seen anything strange? I'm not picking up anything out of the ordinary. Dr. Zwicky?
No, the sky seems to be pretty clear. Everything looks to be, constellationally speaking, in order.
Well, I guess that's good. I'm probably not going to ask you much more on that one. Mr. Isaac, have you seen anything out of ordinary? Or
Not even a little bit. I'm just getting information out of him as to what he's looking for.
all right. And Dr. Colmer, where the hell is Dr. Colmer? Y'all see where he went?
We cut back out to the woods with Dr. Colmer. We're kind of, every time you hear that noise, Bradley, it seems like it moves about 20 yards to your left, or 30 yards to your right. It just keeps kind of going in a different direction every time.
Can I try to, based on the sound of the bird, as I'm saying, or as I'm thinking it's a bird is making, can I try to determine what kind of animal it is?
Sure, yeah. Survival. Or, you know what? Give me biology.
Thank you, because
got
that
biology.
was terrible.
Yeah. Give me biology roll. I'll let you do that.
27 under 60.
Yeah, it's a common wood pigeon.
Not as close a neighbor to your city pigeon. Trash birds.
I love it.
Is there any chance it was a Polish wood pigeon?
It's the common one. It's just the common wood pigeon. Just the common one.
And the question, did we have radios? Or no?
Do you have a radio on your sheet?
No, I'm gonna go ahead and say no. Got it.
Okay.
I was just asking because I know we got stuff from before we left. I didn't know if any of this thing was included in that. I'm just gonna say no.
No, they just gave you badges. Was all.
Cool.
For
All right.
consultant stuff.
I look back. Can I see where we came from, or see where I came from?
Where you came from?
Yeah.
As you look around, you're like, wait, what direction did I come from? It's dark. It's night. You're in the woods. And you're not 100% sure which way you came from.
Oh, lost. Damn trash bird.
Because your direction got thrown off as you were following the bird.
I'm trying to figure out where it's coming from. It keeps moving. That's why I don't like birds.
So get back out to the reservoir.
Where the hell is he? Did you see which way he went? Dr. Colmer!
I just saw him walk into the woods, thinking he knew where he was going or what he was looking for. He couldn't have
Dr.
gotten
Colmer.
lost.
Dr. Colmer! Dr. Colmer! Dr. Colmer! Where the hell did he go?
You do that a few times and there's no response.
She goes, all right, you two stay here. Now, in 15 minutes exactly, Dr. Zwicky, you start honking out. Or actually, Dr. Zwicky, you keep on the lookout. Isaac, in exactly 15 minutes, you start honking the horn. She hands him the keys. Here's the keys. You start honking the horn in 15 minutes, so that way if I get my ass turned around in there, I can come back out. All right?
Do you need the keys to honk the horn?
Oh, she locked the doors, because
Oh, okay. I gotcha. Yep. Okay.
that's how you get police cars stolen.
Why wouldn't you try honking a horn before you go in there? It probably goes further than your voice does.
That may be true, but something might also be wrong with him.
All right, so we flash back into the woods. Bradley.
Yeah.
What do you do? What does Dr. Colmer do? Lost in the woods at night.
I take my... I don't even know if I have a flashlight on me. I check to see if I have a flashlight.
Roll a luck roll.
49.
There you go. You do. You have a little flashlight in your pocket.
I click it on. Try to see where I'm at.
All right, so yeah, you click on your flashlight. All of a sudden, right in front of you, as soon as you flick on the flashlight, there's a face directly in front of you. It's like, dude, man, what are you doing out here, man?
What are you...
Aren't you a little too old to be hanging out at the reservoir, man?
Hey, I'm never too old to do anything. What are you doing up here?
Wait, are you a cop?
No. I'm a doctor.
Oh. I'm just coming up here to, like, hang out, man. Like, just chill, dude.
Cool. Have you seen anybody else come up here? Any other kids? Is it just you?
Not yet, man. Just me, man.
What's your name?
That's all. What's your name?
I'm Dr. Colmer. What's your name?
Joseph. Joseph.
Oh boy.
Definitely Joseph, man.
Can I see what's wrong with him? Or if he's on anything?
Yeah, sure, you shine the flashlight in his eyes and you can tell that he's fucking high. He's stoned. His eyes are all bloodshot. He's just like, dude, man, get the light out of my eyes, man. Like, it's too bright,
How
man.
did you get up here? Did you walk?
What do you mean, how did you get up here?
I'm with people and we drove up here. How did you get here?
Wait. Oh, man, I think I walked, man.
You think you walked?
Probably. It wouldn't be the first time.
Have you been hearing Did you hear a pigeon earlier?
What? Yeah. What about it? You mean, oh, that? Yeah,
Yeah.
man, that's normal. It sounds like that up here sometimes. You're weird, dude. I'm gonna go.
Do you know? Are you heading out?
Have a good night. And he starts to walk away.
Okay. If you see my friend, tell them I'm lost.
Dude, I will, man. Not a problem.
Okay. And I'm looking to see if he's leaving tracks.
Yeah, no, he's. Yeah, roll survival. No, I'm just kidding. Jeremy, as you're walking into the woods, you see a flashlight ahead.
Gonna walk towards the flashlight.
Okay. So as you get closer, you notice it's Dr. Colmer.
God damn it, Dr. Colmer, what the fuck are you doing out here?
I thought I was trying to find stuff, and then I got lost.
You didn't hear me yelling for you?
You were yelling? Why would you yell in the middle of the woods? That is horror movie 101. Do not yell in the middle of the woods.
Well,
But
Dr. Coleman.
But yeah, no, I thought I could find something, but then I got lost. Then I kept hearing a pigeon.
See, the problem is people think that kind of shit only happens in the horror movies, and you and I both know horror movies exist for a reason.
I'm aware.
Now, the most common thing to be concerned with is just plain old getting lost in the woods and hypothermia. That's more likely to happen than, some eldritch horror.
Noted.
So,
did
you find anything out here?
Did you see a teenager walk past you? Or did you see a kid?
Find what walked past me? No, I didn't see no kid.
You sure?
Yeah, I didn't see any kid.
You hear?
Did you find anything
I saw a kid up
out here other than birds and random kids?
No, I saw a kid up here.
What did he have to say?
He was stoned out of his mind. So, safe to assume that
Which way to go?
he went. Did he come from the way
Roll
that?
survival.
Oh, shit. Come on.
No, roll alertness. Roll alertness.
Okay.
Roll alertness.
Oh, it's only 10 better.
There you go.
Oh, 29 over 20. No.
You don't know. You're not sure. You got turned around, and you're not 100% sure which direction
He
you
went. Oh, I don't know.
And you didn't ask him about any of the other kids?
I did, but like I said, the kid was stoned out of his mind. But did you hear? Have you been hearing a pigeon?
You do hear the bird, Jerry.
Yeah, I've been hearing pigeons. They're all over the place.
Yeah, but this is
It's
this is
damn
the
woods. There's birds out here.
Yeah, but this is woodland pigeon. Usually you hear pigeons in the city. I don't really hear birds when I come out to the woods, which is never. I don't like birds.
Doc, you've been going to city parks too much. Let's get the hell out of here.
Oh, fine. Didn't find anything other than this stupid kid. Stupid bird.
Honk, honk, honk. Honk.
We start following the sound. Assuming it's not a goose and it's an actual car horn.
Is it a goose or is it a vehicle?
Nah, it just sounds like
Roll
brain
survival.
Yeah.
No, that's more roll biology. That's what that is.
Zoology,
Roll
maybe.
audiology.
All right, so you guys come walking out of the woods. Honk,
talking. All right, you can lay off the horn now. We're back.
Oh, thank goodness.
Did you guys find anything besides each other?
Next time Isaac warned me, I almost pissed my pants.
You already did. You did that earlier. Clearly, you can see.
I told you that was strawberry jam.
Hey.
Will not stand for these accusations.
Wow, okay, whatever. No, I didn't.
And it was on his shirt.
I did. Okay. Hey. You can do weird things, the body. Go different directions. No judgment.
That's right, when you have a huge freaking penis, you can piss on your shirt.
No, I didn't find anything. I found a kid. Did y'all see a kid walk out? I couldn't find where he went. He eluded me. I didn't know which direction he went. Did y'all see a kid walk out?
Besides you?
Yes, before us. Because he left before I did.
No kids.
That's weird.
Sherbert holds out her hand for the key to the car and says, "Well, I guess we can sit in the car and kind of stake this out a little bit, see if anything happens. No sense in getting lost in the woods, huh, Dr. Coleman?"
Yeah, my survival skills aren't what they used to be. Only a Boy Scout for like 2 weeks.
I would like to stay out here with Dr. Zwicky and see what he has to say about the stars in the heavens.
That's a bunch of hogwash.
Just constantly trying to fill my brain with ideas from his brilliant mind, right, Dr. Zwicky?
Oh my goodness. Dude, you're killing me. I'm definitely getting in the car.
Shotgun, and I get in the passenger seat in the front.
They always said, kill the nerds with kindness, and it doesn't even work.
That means when you're being genuine.
Wait, what?
Genuine. You're just saying nice things to say nice things.
I genuinely want information for my show.
Right, but you could genuinely not give a crap about who I am.
You're a brilliant doctor. Okay. Serious question, Dr. Zwicky. In your opinion, would aliens be able to travel here many light years using either wormhole or anti-gravity technology, or what propulsion system or mode of travel do you believe they would have to use in order to get here from however far away they would be?
Well, the first part of that statement that is inaccurate is the fact that you're going millions of light years. These guys could hide under your dang nose. The distance between our world and the next is almost as thin as a piece of silk. These things can travel from place to place very easily without your knowledge or any major technologies.
That's useful. Do you have any theories on how that would happen?
Interdimensional rifts, or the fact that maybe they just even live on the same plane of existence as us.
I like it. Thank you, Doctor.
All right, so what you guys have planned? What are you guys doing?
Currently, we're staking out this road.
Like up to the reservoir road, you're staking it out?
Yep.
Okay.
Did we get a description of what the girlfriend looked like?
I mean, somebody saw a picture of her, so.
Yeah, the Special Agent Sherbert is going to describe the picture that she saw of Jane.
Well, what does she look like, Jeremy? Hot potato.
Do what?
I said hot potato.
Hot potato. Oh, she's about 5'8". She's got long brown hair, but at least the picture I saw was about the middle of her back. Kind of a mousy face, kind of small, but I mean, she's slender, yeah. I don't know how much else to describe her.
Sounds good to me. All right, so you guys sit there for a while. About an hour goes by. You guys are watching the road. Where are you guys looking? Like, what are you guys doing?
Well,
what are you looking for?
Pulled the car off the side just to see if anybody comes up there, because we're trying to get a hold of Jane, see where the hell she's at.
You're not still parked up at the reservoir. You're parked along the road coming up? Or?
No, we'll be parked up at the reservoir, but not right smack dab at the entrance, off to the side, kind of just like hanging out where we got a good view of anybody that's going to come down the road.
Gotcha. I gotcha. Yeah, I mean, you guys sit there for about an hour. You don't see anything. About another half hour. Nothing.
Isaac gets out and climbs on the roof of the car and lays on his back.
Okay.
Mr. Isaac, I'd appreciate if you didn't dent government property.
Don't get your panties in a wad. I'm just laying here looking at the stars.
And you're denting the roof of a government vehicle. Mr. Isaac, would you please get down?
No.
All right. She starts the car. And puts it in drive.
For fuck's sake. And he climbs down and gets in the rear passenger seat. Feisty one, aren't you?
By this point, it's about 10:30. You guys haven't seen shit.
Now, Mr. Isaac, you can look at the sky all you want. You can go lay in the grass. I don't care. Just, it's a government vehicle. I'm in charge of it. You know, I'm going to have to answer for any dings or scratches on this stupid thing. And you don't know how bad Cheryl can be.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Cheryl's the worst.
Where you get the cars from?
Yeah.
She notices every little detail. It's ridiculous.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I would really appreciate if we could go back to the hotel, because I still got this wet shirt on and this thing just refuses to dry. I could use a change of a shirt, and I'm afraid that if we just keep sitting up here, somebody's going to come find us, and they're going to think something in particular is going on that we don't want to be accused of.
Mr. or Dr. Zwicky, you may need to have Dr. Colmer check you out. You may have a glandular issue, but I'll take us down to the motel, because it doesn't look like we're finding anything out here. We'll just try a different pond fishing in, huh?
All right, so you guys are head back to the motel.
Yeah, head back to the motel.
By the time you get there, it's about 11 or so.
Sherbert parks the car and kind of looks at the hotel or motel keys she's got in her pocket, and tosses Dr. Colmer the key to room 8, and she heads off to room 10.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I'll come around and get y'all in the morning if I don't see y'all at breakfast.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Okay.
You mean you have your own room and the three of us are sharing another one?
No, I got my own too.
As I said to Dr. Zwicky prior, if the FBI is only going to pay for 2 rooms, so if you want your own, there's the front desk. And she just keeps walking.
I go to my room. Welcome to share with
This
me.
is absolutely unacceptable. Can't believe I'm sharing a room.
I'm not that bad, okay? I'm not a bad roommate. Could have gotten to the other doctor.
It's nothing personal. I just have a certain standard of you.
Well, okay.
Fine, we'll make the best of it.
All right, so you guys are going to bed? Is that the plan? What's anybody's bedtime ritual look like?
I'm trying to come down from the coffee from earlier. I already have a real bad time trying to sleep anyway, so I'm trying to kind of meditate, maybe take a warm shower just to get myself to kind of calm down enough to try and sleep.
Mm-hmm.
That sheriff's coffee was pretty high octane from earlier.
Yeah.
Dr. Colmer, do you mind if I take a shower?
No, go right ahead. I have some things to write down. You can go right ahead.
I do my best thinking in the shower. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
All right, so you go and turn on the shower. Dr. Colmer's writing some shit down.
Yeah, Dr. Colmer just basically just writes down what happened during the day. He basically writes a journal about the day. And he's got lots of notebooks back at his office where he works and at home, just of all the journals and all the things that he writes down and things he's seen related to his work, related to other things he's doing. But he just writes down what happened today, all the things we found out, and just tucks it away somewhere where only he can find it, and hides it just in case, in the off chance that somebody comes, snoops through his room.
Gotcha. All right, Special Agent Sherbert.
Special Agent Sherbert, she walks in the room and kind of surveys it one more time and looks for points of entry. So she's going over the door and the window.
Mm-hmm. The only place there's a window is in the bathroom. Well, there's a window in the front and then a smaller window in the bathroom.
Yeah. And she kind of drags a chair in front of the door and props it up against it. She sits down on the bed and pulls her handgun out and checks it to make sure it's loaded and it's cleared. And very ritualistically kind of places all of her pocket items on the table there and adjusts them ever so slightly, just so that way they're perfectly aligned. And then she goes, and once everything's kind of situated the way she wants it, she goes and she ends up taking a shower, and then she comes out and she makes a phone call home.
Okay. You want to give us half the phone call?
Sure. Yeah, I can do it. Hey, babe. Yeah, I know it's late. No, I know. Did I wake him? No? Okay, good. How are they doing? Oh, good. Oh, I'm sorry I missed that. Yeah, it's work. It's work. I'm sorry. I know it was tonight. I know. A case came up and I just had to take it. I know. I'm sorry. I promise I'll make it up to you. I promise. Yes. You have my word. All right. I gotta get some sleep. It's gonna be an early morning. Yeah. It won't be long. I promise. We'll wrap it up quick. I'll give you a call. Yeah. I'll call you tomorrow night. All right. I love you too. All right. Bye. Click.
All right. So everyone's going to lay down, I'm assuming, trying to get some sleep. Is that your guys' general plan?
Yes, sir.
Yep. Sidearms on the nightstand next to the bed.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, after his shower, Isaac will come out and I don't know, whatever. Night clothes, boxers, t-shirt, whatever. And ask Dr. Comer.
Yes.
Do you think that we need to worry about the door or anything like that? I can't imagine anything would happen, right?
Well, I mean, if you want, I could deadbolt it. I can put the lock on. If you want to be extra safe, I could put the chair underneath the thing, the handle.
You know,
I mean, if you want, nothing should come at us.
I've heard of many reports of strange things in this area. Maybe I'm being paranoid, and probably am, because I think most of it's ridiculous false stories. But why don't we deadbolt and put the chair in front of the door? Worst case, if anything or anyone comes in, it'll definitely startle us awake.
Oh, most likely. I'm a very light sleeper, so I'm awake at the slightest noise. But yeah, I'll deadbolt it and all that. I also have things to write. You can go to bed first. I'll be down in a second.
Why, thank you.
Mm-hmm. As he just continues writing.
Okay. Anybody else gonna do anything crazy before they go to bed?
Dr. Coleman just finishes up his writing, closes it, puts it where he knows it's not going to be found by anybody else, and then locks the door, deadbolts it, puts the chair underneath, and just looks out the window and over the parking lot of the motel and just closes the blinds and then goes to bed.
Okay. So you guys all go to sleep. all of a sudden, in the middle of the night, you're assuming, like, you're still kind of asleep, and it's dark in the room because, you guys have I'm assuming you have the curtains pulled in the hotel room, so they get pretty dark. But you hear a sound, Dr. Colmer, from outside your window, you hear.
She shoots up, looks over to the bed next to him.
You do not see Isaac in the bed next to you.
What?
Isaac. I get out of bed and...
No response.
Is there a shape in the bed?
Nope. Just flat sheet.
I
What do you do?
slowly walk towards the window where I'm...
Which window? The one in the bathroom or the one at the front?
The one
of
where I
door?
heard the noise.
Okay.
Where did it come from? Outside the window by the door or the bathroom?
No, it came from the window right by your bed, by the window.
Okay. I peek the blinds open.
What's those big blackout motel curtains? But you pull it open, and you see a bird there.
Oh, hello, friend.
As it flies away. By the way, the chair is still propped up against the door, and the deadbolt and the chain are still on the door.
Okay. And I look to see if the light's on in the bathroom or anything.
Nope.
Well, I'm up. Is we get a drink of water. And I head to the bathroom to get a drink of water from the sink.
Okay. Lights off in the bathroom, so you walk in. Are you turning the light on in the bathroom?
Yeah, I turn the light on.
As soon as you turn the light on in the bathroom, you see your reflection in the mirror. And that's the only thing in the bathroom. Other than you.
She's just a mirror.
No, a mirror, sink, toilet. I just wanted to reference the mirror in like a horror story type way. Like, bah! No, nothing in the
Okay.
mirror.
Yeah, that's... Okay, so I get a drink of water and splash some water on my face. This is weird. Birds follow me. I like birds.
As you were splashing water in your face, the audience sees your reflection come up before you would come up. But you don't notice that.
Roger.
I'll send you here. But it sounds like it's coming from inside the room. Like back where the beds are.
I turn around.
You look over and you see on your bed, there's the same bird sitting there looking at you. The little head tilts to the side real quick and goes. And you wake up.
I apologize in advance if I get a little grumpy. I've had like 10 hours of sleep total this week.
Ooh, you should work on that.
Tell my brain that.
Isn't that what he just did?
I did. I thought I did.
I was like, what else was he telling it to?
Isn't that how that works?
Is there an intermediary? I don't understand.
Well, I can't make it shut off.
You're talking to Chris's finger like it's The Shining. It's like, Chris isn't here anymore.
Tell Bilbo who lives in my finger.
His right side and his left side brain just standing in the hallway holding hands, just staring at you.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
That's fucking weird, Bradley.
And Bradley was built for this game. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
this is Delta Green. You're welcome.